There was one really interesting scene that I wanted to ask you about that I thought was kind of like a turning point in Caroline's understanding of reality. So they're in the scene, they're stranded without shelter and they're taken in for the night by a couple who lives like in total isolation because the woman is, it's sort of implied that she's from Africa or India or some, other part of the world, and the people in the community where she lives don't accept her. Um, and it was such a like clever and unexpected way to introduce Caroline's crisis of feelings. So like, I don't know, it's just this random couple in the middle of a valley. So I kind of wondered where the idea for that scene came from and what it was about that moment that kind of brought Caroline to her edge.
Yeah, so I think that started with a character saying, "You need to go find the witch in the valley." And I was like, huh, there's a witch? And so as I was following that plot bunny, the witch in literature and also real history has often been used to other people who are just people who are different in some way, specifically women who are different in some way. And so then I was like, oh, that's interesting. you know, I want them to meet the witch, and she is not at all living up to that stereotype, including that she's married and she lives happily. And then I also knew that I wanted them to see a foil of, like, not exactly a vision into the future, but some vision of what is this reality that because right now they've been going towards a dream that they don't have an example of who is it that they're going to be living like. And this is kind of an example. And it's interesting. My developmental editor suggested that I rewrite it so that the couple that takes them in is unhappy, because this is
Hmm.
when Caroline kind of begins to really panic. But it was really important to me that they be happy, that they
Hmm.
be a couple who are interracial, not fitting in with the very local and xenophobic culture, but they've had a happy life together. They've had children, like they have struggles. Caroline's being confronted with the ongoing struggles, but it's not because their love isn't there and happiness isn't there. It's because of the real world struggles. Because I think Caroline never really doubts that she could be happy with Eddie. She doubts, can she cope with the struggles that the world will present her? So I think that's why I felt strongly about not rewriting it, and I kept them as happy.
Yeah, I really like that scene. I thought it was a really smart kind of just like mental trigger for
Thank
Caroline.
you.
And yeah,